apparently chat can't see us, potentially. But we're still here. Zeb's in the mother brain.
The Twitch.tv stream go down, perhaps?
That's what it seems like. So if you're watching us in the future on YouTube, exclusive footage never before seen. As now Zeb's stream is actually frozen. That's not.
Did he end stream? ? Surely not.
Uh-oh. Zeb is a veteran of doing rando races with stream delays, so I don't think he would have, discarded delay, but hopefully it's just a little bit of a hiccup in his stream and he'll be back. But
well, Zeb's stream is still live, like his personal stream, so
okay, so yeah, that's not the case.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it back, but I can confirm Zeb is still playing. We missed the mother brain fight, but he had a ton of ammo leeway, as mentioned, so it's fine.
If you've seen one ammo mother brain with a ton of leeway, you've seen them all.
Yeah, I think he had 20 missiles of leeway, exactly. Turns out a runner of Zeb's caliber probably not going to miss 20 missiles.
Or 6+ supers. Nevdi is coming close to Lower Norfair here. Or no, not coming close. Coming close to the boss here in Lower Norfair. My eyes can debatably see what's going on the screen. And yeah. I don't know. He's probably like 6-ish minutes behind or something like that. Actually, no, maybe 8 or 9.
More than that. You're talking about how far behind Nevdi is right now?
Yeah, 6 was definitely not a shoot. Maybe 8 or 9-ish. I don't know.
I would have said more than 10. Well, maybe that's harsh.
I mean, you're not that far away from Turian once you get out of here. It's just that the Turian itself is kind of slow. And
I'll say 10.
He's at 70-55, which is like a super extra. So I don't think he's searching out any more ammo. But yeah. So the way that this worked out for Zeb was quite good, is the long and short of it. As Nevdi does what I believe has been dubbed a Nevdi Spark. The lore keepers of Super Metroid speedrunning will have to keep me in check if I'm correct on that front. But Dragon dies at a similar time to Mother Brain 3. Always fun to see dueling boss fights here, but Zeb's gonna
like
be
last time. One of the boss fights is a little bit more important.
A little bit more important, yeah. And no quadruple feature of any boss this seed, but we are going to have a for this seed, and the way the beginning worked out was a little bit weird with the power bomb. Like this is a fast time, I'm gonna say. Like, other than, like, not doing Croc, like, I don't really know what else you do this seed, right?
Yeah, and I will say that I think skipping second item Croc was still probably not correct, even if it worked out. But, there was not a Varia suit there, so at the end of the day, everything worked out in the end.
It's like our wise rando elders have always told us. Just go where the items are.
Just go where the items are.
And Zeb has gone to the ship and completed a 2-1 series victory with an official race time of 56 minutes and 21 seconds. Much to the surprise of Nevdi, who says, huh, about 2 minutes later, and or about a minute later before eventually forfeiting. So yeah, good games to both runners. we will hopefully be able to talk to them if they have anything left to say, because they've been chatting in the race rooms since this has ended in real time. So
Yeah, this
we'll
was a
see.
really good series. For sure. Obviously, with how they worked, there was a lot of mid-game decisions that swung things. So if you're really greedy, you could have hoped that the individual races were closer. But I think this was a really well-played series from both sides. I don't think there were any major mistakes. And we are joined by both of the runners, Nevdi and Zeb. GG's to both of y'all.
GG?
Yep, GG.
What a series. That was so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. It was like everything I wanted. I didn't want to get 2-0. I didn't want to cheese it. Hold on, I'm just getting a drink. Didn't want to cheese it 2-0. Just wanted a nice series, and there was some. I mean, they weren't close, like Zeb said, but there was it was just cool stuff, I think, and it worked out. You know, really had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had a lot more fun in the first and the third seed than I did in the second one, I'll say. But
You
I
don't
really
like
liked it
four
more,
ribby fights?
I mean, I should have been able to get through that faster than I did. It's kind of.
Oh, look at my short charge. Look. Oh, I did it again. Oh, I'm so
Oh,
good. Sorry.
In the second seed, I also got that. Oh, nice, sick.
No, I fall down.
Good.
I got that, and then I sparked into the energy refill instead of sparking across.
Oh no, that's a skill issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that.
I
can't
really liked
remember
what
too
you
much
did in
about
the
the
second
first seed.
seed.
Yeah, I think that the
First
second seed was
seed-
super interesting. Like, I think that I like what I did, but at the same time, like, so if gravity weren't exactly at X right there, I'm obviously going into Green Britain.
Yes.
Like, that's just like so clear.
Yep. But
But
gravity
because
changes that.
gravity is there, like, I don't need anything else to beat the game, and I know that the game ends at the top of Red Tower somewhere.
Yeah.
So
I think that
can
it's
potentially avoid a pretty big backtrack by skipping that. And
It's-
Varia still has like a pretty good shot of being in like East Meridia or in Wreckship.
or Mama Turtle, even I think.
Yeah,
at that
or Mama
point,
Turtle.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's really good, and I think that you kind of got screwed that it was Ridley down there as well, but then also that. Oh no, Kraid was up there. Yeah, so you knew back of Ellen. Yeah, no, I just think it's overall quite good, but yeah, didn't work out. I saw it, but I wasn't overly thrilled on it. I thought what I would be doing instead would be skipping that croc no matter what. So I didn't come back for the Red Tower portal. I just went straight through. So I did like a risk, like a cut play, but nowhere near as much as yours was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
First seed was me getting used to Rando again.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, the first seed, there's such a high chance for Gravity to be in Wreck Ship, and you just bailed on Ship immediately. I was gonna ask how you what you thought about.
So
What
I
you were
had
thinking about there.
I already I know Zeb pretty well. I know how he's gonna play it. I don't think there was much room for variance. Like if there was, it was going to consolidate together, and I just had so many shambles that I'm like in trouble. So when I got Spring Ball at Gauntlet, I was like, oh, okay, this is my out. I'll, go to Wreck Ship and just play on the edge, I suppose. So in my mind, it's like, I just lose if gravity's there, right? Like I'm just thinking, I'm following Zeb, or I'm probably, he could be very far ahead, or whatever it might be. And it could just be speed, it could just be at Croc's second item, it could just be at the top of Wreck Ship, it could be speed and then it's back at Waterway, and that was how, or it could just be at Bolt Moon E. So I thought my odds were pretty good. UWJ isn't too slow, and I felt that was the only way I was going to win. So that's why I did it. Like, if I just stumble into gravity, I checked back the restream, I'm pretty sure I just lose anyway. So I just played to win that one, not to.
Yeah, you were
get a good
behind
time.
anyways, even if you hit Gravity, but I was just wondering what the thought process was.
That's what it was. I just wanted to find a win with some way.
And I had
Just
skipped Gauntlet, so if Gravity were like at the top of Wreck Ship or something, that could have been a way to win. Or like if Ice had been at the top of Wreck Ship with Botwoon having Gravity or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Or speed with Waterway back
Yeah,
there. They were the combinations I needed. So yeah. And it was pretty fun. I got to do UWJ in a race for the first time ever, I think. So that was cool.
Yeah, you
And
did
then-
UWJ pretty quickly. The room before that left a little to be desired.
Look, I'm an arcade main now. I forgot
Yeah,
about the way
arcade brain.
I forgot.
Yeah, Chad
No,
was
I'm like,
saying
what do
something
I
about
do?
water levels higher there, so it's easier or something. I was like, well, that's weird, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
you
with the
you
water
did a
level
lot of,
higher, it's easier to down grab because you can actually
Must have
grab
tried, like,
during water
4
physics
times.
instead of right when the transition
I
from water
practiced
to
that
normal
room.
physics.
I normally just like space jump out of it, but
Yeah, I thought I'd try and do that, then it wasn't working, then I failed a sprint. It was kind of shambles, but I got there. So first seed was kind of is what it is. Second seed in the opposite order, it is what it is for you, and the third seed just seemed like it balanced out in the end, right? You just played.
yeah.
much
So
better.
I'm curious about that third seed. So basically, you found. I'm guessing you got gravity at ice as well, right away.
Yeah, right away, and I space
Yep.
jumped. I just escaped out, and I felt sick.
Mm-hmm. Same.
And
it
then
was
instead of
less right away because you did the fall down to West Meridia before stuff.
oh
Pretty
yeah, I
sure?
fell
Yeah.
down west. You didn't fall down
Oh.
west. So-
No.
Yeah, okay. So I fell down west, which worked out because then I got the tube
Oh,
portal.
yep.
It was pretty nice, but I didn't get crab supers on the way, and I was worried about that. So that also influenced my decision to go up Red Tower, where you went, I'm guessing, down into west to
Yep.
get PVs down there. Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so then I went up. I did the space jump across, which I think were the logical PBs. And then I went back for the what's it called? For the moat portal, and it was a safe scum
Yep.
boss. So
Mhm.
it's starting to make sense where the time is.
Yeah.
I still think it's kind of crazy. I was like, huh? In
I
the
mean,
race, Jack?
So
You
when
smashed-
I like got spit out, so I actually went and checked like pre-aqueduct right after Mama Turtle. I wanted to get Mama Turtle first because I wanted like potential PBs there, and the major before going through a potential portal. Missing PBs basically. I really wanted to check like minors before checking portals. That was kind of my thought process.
Yeah.
So I went and I did that, and then I checked pre-aqueduct. I was planning on going up to beach too, and I saw bombs at Mama Turtle. Bombs were at Mama Turtle. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be like a silly like get bombs, but no power bombs kind of thing.
Oh yeah, and then straight away you found the power bombs.
Yeah, power bombs right there.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, thank God. Like I was thinking about like, am I gonna have to go to check watering hole here? And I knew that like the bombs weren't in logic, so it's like kind of weird to do that. But at the same
Oh,
time,
because
like,
no gravity. Yeah, I see.
yep,
Yeah.
gravity's non-logic, and now I know bombs are non-logic either. Because bombs are at Mama Turtle, and bombs are a way to put that gravity suit in logic. Without power bombs, just to get in
Oh
and out
yeah,
of
yeah,
ice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of feeling weird about like planning to check a bunch of out of logic stuff for power bombs when they don't have to be there. So I was really, really happy to find power bombs where I did. But yeah, then I got spit out at Red Tower like you did, Nevdi, and I went up Red Tower at that point. I also did the first time
With power
Frog, like you.
bombs. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Yep, and I went up with
So-
power bombs.
Mhm.
I skipped
Then you-
alpha power bombs actually. Anyway, but
I think it was just a missile or something. So then you got
It
up
was,
and north
yeah.
air lava dive.
yep,
And then
I
you
went.
ran across-
I gate glitched. I was on like 2 missiles and 4 supers for the gate glitch, so that was interesting because I had like used all my ammo on Croc.
Oh yeah, of course.
But and then I actually went back into Bubble Mountain instead of where you went back over. And then
I
like
can
I
see
full
that.
cleared Bubble Mountain,
Mhm.
and then I got spit out into Greenburn. So
Okay, so I did I had to do that a few times because I got the PBs, didn't have enough health. Then I had to cycle back into Red Tower, do the health refill, and then I did the West Meridia stuff. Then I went back into Upper Norfair. So a lot more inefficient there by the sounds of it, with the wreck ship check in amongst it too. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably the most time I think there. Yeah, I think wreck ships. I mean, I think West Meridia is probably. I think the fall down influenced it too, but it's still probably better than going up Red Tower. So
I'm not sure. Like once you've already done the fall down, I think you're probably right to do that. It is a little scary without power bombs still, even though you've got gravity, which like reduces the number of bad portals. There still are a number of bad portals up there. And that's that's why I went back down, because I was scared of the up there. But
yep, and you had 3 more portals, or 2, 2 more than 3. No, 3 actually, because of the tube. Yeah, no, that all makes sense. I think it's good. Again, I'm really happy. Not close games, but a really cool set. Now you're just gonna beat this derp guy. Thinks he's so good.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that bad.
I'm cheering for you, Zeb.
Yeah, I don't really have much else. I think we
Maybe
always
a
talk.
quick drop. It's kind of rough.
Don't look at me.
10 minutes ago.
10 minutes ago, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't have a
Yeah,
ton else to say.
I think that the second one was the most interesting seed, just in terms of like the decisions you had to make, not in terms of like how the decisions played out, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that like getting a map like that is really interesting.
Yeah. Sure.
Because like Green Bryn being there really incentivizes you to like pushes you into that area pretty hard. But at the same time, like that's a pretty big detour. Like if you don't need it, basically.
And you're double dipping it. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And you got to go all the way up Red Tower and then come back down, then all the way back up again to finish it. So if you can skip that off, it would have been really cool to see.
Yeah, and it could be bad. Like it could be worse or it could be better. Like if Torian's like the last place in Green Bryn that you check, kind of, then it's even better to have skipped it. Like if you get spit out into like Newbridge and Torian is at like the elevator, then it's like even better. Or it could be like worse if like let's say Torian is just at like Meridia Escape in Red Tower. Then it's like you're not really saving as much time as you could be.
I think it's supposed to work out more for you than it's not.
I think the lack of miners is the hardest thing about
but I did have like a lot of
Ridley
miners
was.
along the way
Yeah,
that I could check, and I like just didn't find any supers like until Lore and Warfare, and then I finally started getting some supers. That would have been such a sick Lore and Warfare if I had been able to like do it faster. Like if I had done it like second try or something, that would have been like which I think was very doable. Like the time that I got it, like you saw, it wasn't even close. Like I managed to get out easily, but
yeah, you
It's
wasted
funny
all
how
the
it works
super
out.
drops on the first Ridley. That was silly.
yeah. The first Ridley's so hard because you don't know what you're expecting. Like
Yeah.
you don't know how to plan for it. Like because I if there's an E-tank back there, I'm like totally fine still as well. Like but with grapple being back there, I needed to like really think about like, okay, like grapple is good. Like it's probably the best non-E-tank item I could have found there.
That's right. You didn't get an E-tank.
But there was an E-tank at Fireflies though, and that like really helped.
Yeah.
It would have been like the first fight, if I had a good fight, getting the 7, like I got 7 super drops from Ridley the first fight.
That's insane.
Which is absurd because like I'm trying to get to 10 to Crystal Flash. So, but I was on like 70 energy when I picked up Grapple Beam that time because I just didn't have a great fight, and I was like, oh my god, that's. And then I took like 4 more tries or something, 4 or 5 more tries. But I think that I should have been Crystal Flashing before the fight too. I was trying to Crystal Flash in the room, and it does like. It means that you refill in the like when Ridley's visible, which is good. But it means that you miss the opener too. So it's kind of like you can have a better potential. Like the best fight you could have with that is better. But the average fight is worse, I think. So I should have just been Crystal Flashing before entering the room.
You were just a robot that whole time, by the way. We could still hear you, but it was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Now you're back to
sounded
normal.
fine to me. I think it might have been
Nice.
on your end.
Yeah, it
Oh,
sounded
really?
fine to me too.
Damn it! Now I look like an ass. I mean, an idiot.
Great job, Nevdi. Blame the
So does that.
blame Australia.
I like full attack said there. I'm like, what an idiot. Robot voice. No, it's me all along. But yeah, I don't have anything else. Looking forward, how you two feeling? I want to hear some trash talk.
Before we get into that, I just wanted to say congrats, Nevdi, 5th place, great tournament. You
Thanks, man.
you did well. You took down some really good players, and somehow
Took down
you
Kip.
still felt you were an underdog, and
I mean,
maybe
he
psyched
was.
yourself out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could have played different.
Don't
Maybe
worry,
in the
I'll-
first
I'll
game.
be Zeb for you, Nevdi.
Thanks. Dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen, but
But thanks, DJ. That's
I-
cool. It was a really fun
personally-
tourney for me. I'm happy that it was on. I'm pretty happy with my placing. Like you said, I had some good wins. I'm content with everything. I'm looking forward to be a viewer and watch where it goes.
Maybe
Yeah,
I can
I-
rope you into some commentary with me.
Yeah, I can do that now. Let's do it.
And I personally am excited to beat Zeb and Sloters and then be another stepping stone in Cutie's perfect tournament run.
I'm
Hard to
excited
see.
to get back to Cutie, to like beat him twice in a row, and just
Yeah, and he
win the
lost
whole
this.
thing. Mhm.
That's how you know Zeb's gonna beat me. His higher ambitions. It's so over.
That means like I would really like to win this next one, honestly, because like I've gotten top 4 in a number of tournaments before. I have a couple of wins, but they were maybe not as high of caliber of tournaments. So
Maybe.
yeah. So getting an actual win, or at least like a finals appearance or something, I think would be really cool.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. I mean,
I have
everyone
like
knows.
3rd places before, so
It's funny. Everyone knows you have the skill for it, but it just hasn't come yet. So yeah.
Mhm.
Gonna see if Dev's gonna crush those dreams.
yeah.
I think you all just gave Sloters a ton of motivation by barely mentioning her name.
Yeah, we're just
So,
not
you
talking
know.
about Sloters at all.
I don't think anyone's talked about Sloters this whole
Yeah,
tournament.
I mean, Sloters
And
was on the
she's
easy
just-
side of the bracket. He had like pretty free run to get there, so
It's so crazy how much Sloters is just crushing everyone too, and no one's like, she's just slipping under the radar and just destroying, to be honest. So
Depends on your radar, in my opinion.
Sloters has just been so good for so long. It's not worth talking about. She's just
Mhm.
she's the
Yeah.
goat. Debatable.
Yeah. Gave our runners a shout out in chat if you've enjoyed either their play or their discussions. Feel free to give them a follow. Myself and Derp have been here for the whole time. Shout outs to our tracker MM2.
And
And,
Nitro before that.
Yes.
did Nitro
I've-
just take one game, or did Nitro take 2?
Yeah, Nitro did game 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I've said everything I have to say. I'll let Derp finish us out after our runners say their closing thoughts, which they may have already done.
I just want to say I'm glad not to have to endure the embarrassment of losing to Nevdi. I think that would have been pretty terrible.
I would never have let you let it down. So you dodged that one.
I mean, yeah, you beaten me once in a tournament before now, and I can't let it happen again. I'm just
2-2 in the last 4, and you're letting them talk all this smack, Nevdi. I would never.
Are we 2-2?
I
He's
mean,
talking
you
about
won week
because he
7.
won one.
Yeah.
You
that's
won
right.
You won week 7 last. Yeah, this was 2-1.
Oh, I'm gonna use. I like that story. I want to say that, Zeb. We're
Yeah,
2-2.
And how many times did I beat you before you won that
No,
one?
don't worry. No, that was all just practice.
It's
doesn't
like
count.
you said,
Just like-
recent things matter way more than the ancient history of randomizer. I don't know.
Just like my latest win on Kip completely eradicates the other 4,000 times that he's beaten me. So let's.
What have you done for me lately?
Mhm.
All right. Well, thanks heaps, guys. It was really cool that you did all 3. Thanks, trackers. Thanks, everyone. It's good fun. I'll be here cheering everyone on. Good luck.
Yeah, I don't have a ton else to add. As mentioned, the match for third place between myself and the winner of this tournament, or this race, not this tournament yet, Zeb316, will be coming up at some point within the upcoming days. And speaking of races in the upcoming days, we've actually got the winners finals race between Cutie and Sloters. I believe that is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
It is tomorrow.
Let's go tomorrow, Saturday night. If you want to check out who will be advancing to the grand finals, the first finalist will be decided tomorrow. So, still got plenty of tournament left. So don't think we're going anywhere. But that's all we've got for tonight. We will see you next time.